Well, those conversation starters are really good. Um, that's a lot of work to pull together. Those questions that you can ask on there and leave someone. Yeah, if you can leave a couple with some homework to do, they actually like it. They want to do something, want to have something to further. So they like having a chance to reflect on something and being asked to think about a question. So I think these conversational starters will be well received. But for sure, we have to look at like, well, what will happen from difficulties and negative things that could happen. You know, like the example of not having children and couples that have grown apart because of a difficult issue, whereas you're called to turn back to each other. So this book raises difficult situations and shows by negative examples this isn't the way not to be. And so it's good to do that. Whereas a priest can't really talk about that too much. It's hard to make up stories, and it's like, well, what would happen in this? Where it's better to reflect on a story of someone else, and then say, so what do you think of that story, and let them kind of draw from themselves. So in a sense, that's kind of saying that I need more tools. I need some more stories to share with people and let them, because rather than just saying a hypothetical what if, you could tell a real, in a paragraph in this book, you have some great stories. Reflect on that. What do you think of this? And then ask them some of those takeaway questions.
I really appreciated how there was conversational starters, questions at the end of each chapter that helped, bring up questions for Bill and I to talk about with each other on a personal note. And we're both preparing for marriage, and it was a good preparation for us to have those questions and to discuss these important matters. And each chapter has those questions at the end to delve more deeply and more personally in with each other. Your view of marriage tends to be what you saw your parents in. And sometimes that can be really good, and sometimes that can be really bad. And so I think to have this book and to read stories, good stories from other couples, to talk about it, what you hope your marriage to be from the conversation starters, but then also to see sacramental marriage laid out in words, it really gives us the tools and the vision of what we would like our marriage to be.